We've just come off the spring equinox here in the Northern Hemisphere, which means change of seasons. And with the change of the seasons, our lives change too. After a winter of cuddling up in front of the fireplace and enjoying the coziness and warmth of our little cabin in the woods, we now feel so drawn to go outside and explore what's beyond our wooden walls. With nature coming to life, so are we. The moment of the spring equinox heralds in Aries season. And Aries is the archetype of the warrior and pioneer, of the one that boldly takes a stand and says, "It's my life and I get to decide what to do with it."
Ja? Je hebt dit al gehad. Oh ja, vanochtend. Oh ja, volgens mij. Pak een boterham daar.
So we took our van out today, Big Joe. First time of this season, and although we have a wonderful place at home, a cabin in the woods, it's wonderful to be here with Big Joe again. Look, we're in the middle of the woods, and I just love being out here in nature, and it really fits, I think, in these times of chaos and change, and to keep our rest. We have the astrological North Node right now in the sign of Taurus, which invites us to calm down and to connect to nature, and connect to our inner nature and our animal nature in a sense. So these trips for us, and also living in our wonderful cabin in the woods, gives us so much of that inner peace that we need in these times of change. And I notice sometimes I almost feel guilty of having this in my life while so many people are suffering. But it wouldn't do anyone any good if I just suffer all day as well, when I can still hold that inner peace and be that light and send that light out to people. And so we're loving it out here.
Grown inside a place unknown, did it tilt your crown? I've been living here for too long. Although it's known, doesn't feel like it's home. Gone, life's killing me all day long. What's the cause? Didn't say I did something wrong. Buried on Sunday morning, belly gone, black suit on. Your eyes were closed, the moment froze. My car somehow got me home with you, looking down. I've been living here for
Florus is working on our vegetable garden, and when I look at the seeds that are now sprouting, I can literally see the Aries archetype in action. Can you imagine the amount of energy it takes for these seeds to make their way from the soil up to the sun? All these seedlings are bold pioneers with no idea what's ahead of them, but they just go for it. Great metaphor for life. Thank you for reminding me, dear seedlings. I love tuning into cycles, simply because they're everywhere. The cycles of the planets, the cycles of human life, the cycles of nature. They remind us of our journey through time and space, and at the same time of the transitory nature of existence. If you look more closely at the cycles in your life, you'll notice they all have their own flow. And they're all interconnected. Look at the moon, for instance, with its 28-day cycle, or the sun with its cycle of 1 year. And the sun and moon click in with the Earth cycle, creating seasons and tides. We are constantly part of all kinds of interconnecting smaller and larger cycles. They help us navigate life by providing beacons to focus on when we get lost. And feeling lost may be exactly what you feel right now. I do too sometimes, amidst the craziness of current events. But then I always remind myself that everything in life is cyclical and therefore transitory. Philosopher Pierre Teilhard de Chardin said it so beautifully. Remain true to yourself, but move ever upward toward greater consciousness and greater love. At the summit you will find yourselves united with all those who, from every direction, have made the same ascent. For everything that rises must converge.